Alright, just a 5-minute stream. Just want to see what it looks like when I get home. Of course, it's in the middle of summer. It's like 30 degrees plus. Really quite painful. This phone probably overheat. Although Xperia 5 apparently not so bad. Some air conditioning nearby, I can feel that. I just find it amusing that you can apparently do this straight through the phone, and I can see it says 5.5, kind of fluctuating between 4.7 and 5.7 megabits per second. 1080p, 25 frames per second. Giant crab. The giant crab is part of the specs, of course. Oh, not much cloud. Pretty hot today. I've had worse. It's interesting color science on this thing. I'm using the S Cinetone again. What does that mean? Well, it's a little bit more range in standard definition than a standard picture settings, I guess. Makes most of the color a little bit muter, which skin tones look really nice on. I think that some things, like if I went to temple or something, would look really good. Maybe it's not quite so suitable for like super LED places or something. Maybe it is. I'd have to test that. Just again curious what it's like. To improve the motion, I'd need to put on an ND filter in front of it in the middle of the day. Can I actually see what the... Yeah, your shutter speed's at 1/1000th of a second. Ideally, it should only be 50 to get a little bit of motion blur, so it doesn't look like you're watching a series of photos, high-speed photos or whatever. We saw a giant crab. Now we have a sign that says dancing crab. Excellent. I like how it does actually kind of smoothly transition between the settings. If I was manually changing between 1000 and 2000 for the shutter, you'd see a stark instant jump, but when you got on auto, it's like doing a smooth transition. It's pretty cool. So I was standing here in the last test, basically, the Don Quixote and the karaoke and Starbucks and flags building. If you haven't figured out already, that's Shinjuku. Alright. If you want expensive shops, go that way. There's some very good knives up there, actually, that I want to buy some. Well, one. Sick of having cheap, almost plastic knives, which is probably more dangerous because they're blunt than a good sharp knife. I don't want to be filming somebody's butt, so I'm going to climb the stairs. Also, it's kind of good for stabilization test. Yes, and I dare say that it is sweaty material. I would not recommend coming to Japan if you're not in Japan already at this time of year. Mid to late October. Winter if you like cold. or April, May. So mid to late October to December, I guess. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to go on the station. So that'll do for the test.